Joe Kleen, Southern Hospitality, February 15th, 1990, 177. The pace of ascent out Mount Liamwiga had slowed as elevation gain rapidly equated to more treacherous terrain, and after the most recent group effort to conquer a particularly rough outcropping of jagged boulders, Phil again halted the group's ascent, and after several deep breaths declared, "I wish I'd used bug spray, and I wish we had a map." "Or a guide like those Canadians had?" Misty asked sympathetically. "Sorry, guess we should have listened to Genevieve, huh?" No, Adam says. "We're fine. It's not as though we're lost. We just don't know where we are." "Huh?" Kelsey asks. "Isn't that the same thing?" "No, really, it's not. We know we're on the trail, right?" Adam asked, pointing at a trailblaze. "And the guide said we're about halfway up. We just aren't sure how close we are to the top now, right? So long as we're good, then we're good." "That sounds highly axiomatic," Courtney says after closing her water bottle. "A priori?" Joe asks. "Orwellian doublespeak," Phil chimes in. "Oh, it is not!" Kat exclaims. "Just because there's no mile markers doesn't mean we don't know if we're still on the road to Damascus. We know the way up, we know the way down, and I swear the foliage is decidedly less thick than it was an hour ago. Don't you think?" "Only when forced to," Justin says, tapping his temple with his index finger 3 times in rapid succession. "Gotta hang on to those brain cells for future use. But yeah, now that you mention it, you're right. The jungle growth is giving way. Wonder what tree line is around here." "I don't know, but the massive trees have shrunk," Misty acknowledges, emphasizing have, as he looks at Joe, whose watch is beeping his ass. "You late for work or something?" Joe tilts his head down and looks disdainfully at his bride. "No," he says, drawing the word out. "Just set my watch for 1:15 for our estimated summit arrival. We ain't there yet." "No, we're not," Kat acknowledges, nodding, "but I think we're still cool to go on, don't you?" "Not the word I'd have used," Joe replies, wiping sweat from his brow with the back of his hand before sending it splattering to the ground below. "I feel fine, but I'm starting to worry about water. I'm already lower than half here," he adds, swishing his bottle around. "Okay," Phil says, nodding 3 times slowly. "Guess we need to figure out who wants to turn back, oh man, and who's still ready to carry on. Joe, I bow to the will of the collective." "What?" Phil asks. "Really?" Joe asks, adding, "Star Trek, The Next Generation, the Borg Collective. Whatever you all do, I'm in." "I'm still in," Misty says, as does Courtney. "Babe," Justin asks, the whole always up, never down definitely does not apply here." "I'm really fine, at least for a while longer," Kelsey says with a grin. I still have plenty of water," she adds, swishing her bottle. "Just don't die with ounces left," Adam says with a shrug before adding, "Happens. If Kelsey's a go, I'm a go," Justin declares. "Okay," Phil says, nodding. "I'm assuming the lanes are ready to stroll." "Ready," Kat declares. "Less bugs when we're moving, so I say let's keep moving." "Then always up," Phil says quietly. "We'll save the down for a bit later."